Alright, well let's get this game started, shall we? Test, final revelation. Let's find out some more stuff about me. Before experiencing the test, Final Revelation is highly recommended that you've played its prequels, the test and the test hypothesis rising first before venturing into this experience. Yes, we have played both in the last stream, so we should be okay. Before anything... You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the first two titles, and this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examination left off. Okay, so I was gonna say, so in the first one, my secret word was chaos, right? And the second word that came out from the last test, the second test, was trust. So if you guys can remember... chaos and trust were the two words. Chaos was the first test secret word, and then the second secret word from the second game is trust. So I would like to urge you to go and play the test followed by the test hypothesis rising now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the test in order they were meant to be taken. Would you like to close the game now? No, I've already played. Well then, let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty, and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. Yeah, I literally... Some of the questions I did do, I came to the conclusion, I was like, oh, wait, you know? So, it's a good thing to just, you know, take your time. Is it gonna be somebody different? Oh. When the sun comes crashing down, and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around, and there is no light of day, I will come back for you, so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven, as you've rescued me from my hell. Oh, wow. 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 I like that. I like that. That's amazing. Oh. Oh, hey, it's fate! No matter what happens, I will always love you. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We are going to find a way out of here. Oh. Wow, so they want to find a way out of here? What, are you guys, like, stuck or something? I'm confused. Oh. Destiny. Okay. Yeah, we still got the same, wow, you did not clean up at all. They really don't care how their home looks. Okay, great. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. Oh yes, I have. I have met them. Well, I think Choice, was the first I have been meeting today. But Fate, yes, I have met before. And a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. Okay. Bring it on. I will peel the emotion from your soul. Okay. And make you eat your feelings whole. Okay. I like where this is going. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. I love that you speak in riddles. I like that. It's pretty dang cool. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery rot. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made and into your soul, 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss if your answers lack the guidance of truth. Then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Okay, man. Now, let the examination begin. Alright. Oh yeah, let's begin the examination. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yes. And remember, guys, you have to answer honestly. Okay? This is all about honesty. So if there are certain things that I am very much going to be honest about. So if you get offended, you know, like, hey, you know, it's just my opinion, you know? All that sort of thing. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? No, because we both friends slash relationships, it's all equal. So no, I don't feel like I put more effort. I feel like I put at least the same kind of effort that I would, you know, with friends or relationships. So no. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Yes. Yeah. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? I mean, yes. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Honestly, no. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Yes. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? Oh my god. I mean... Wait, what? Are you... Wow, Jesus. Right? Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? I mean, honestly, no. Well, okay. Wait, hold on. I need to think for a second because I'm like, hold on, hold the phone, Jackson. Also, why is this... Sorry. Chords. Wait. Alright, I need to look at this question again. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? So I'm trying to think in my mind of a scenario. So I to assume that what? Are we all old? And I'm guessing that all of my friends have died and moved on. So, they have moved on, and I'm the last person. Okay, so, honestly, no, I would not be afraid. I'd probably be doing something else, like, oh, I don't know, maybe sleeping? I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, a whole, like, okay, if all my friends are gone, and I'm the last person in my social circle, I mean, I don't necessarily think I'm gonna be afraid, it's just like, well, then I guess that's just how it is. So, I don't think I'm gonna be afraid. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? Actually... Let's see, so am I afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? Well, I guess kind of begs the question of, do I believe there's an afterlife, right? Here's the thing, I do have some belief. You know what? No, this is a yes, because I do sometimes question, like, is everything gonna be alright, I guess? But, yeah. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Yes. Yes, I do. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? Yes. Have you ever felt left out? Yes. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? Honestly, no. But it's more of a yes and no thing. I mean, I don't know, because attractive, like, I hope that, because I'm pretty sure attractive just means, like, as in appearance. We're not talking about, like, personality or anything like that. We're talking just strictly, appearance. Here's the thing, you know what? No, I've never actually felt that I wasn't attractive. Because I wasn't really looking for anything. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Yes. It feels subjective? Yeah, very much so. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? No. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Well, I have to be honest, so yes. Do you ever wonder what your purpose in life is? Or purpose is in life? Yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Wow. That's a toughie. Wow. Would I go if I could turn back time? For any reason? Would you? Man, that is so... God. Here's the thing, there are so many things that I could do if I was able to turn back time. But it doesn't necessarily say, like, if I turn back time, am I able to go back to my original timeline? Like... Well, here... Wait, hold on. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? That's the question, though. You know what? Okay, again, this has to be with honesty. So I am gonna say yes. Because this is all about honesty. And it only questions if you could turn back time for any reason, would you? That's the question. There's not necessarily a context here. It's just, would you or would you not? And my brain is, you know, automatically being like, hey, you gotta be honest. So, yes. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Yes. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked, even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Yeah. Oh, I do that all the damn time. Yep. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? No, not really. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? No. Do you ever feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? Wait, what does that word mean? Hold on. I gotta look it up. Superficial. Existing or occurring at or on the surface. Appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely. Oh, wait, so if this is referring to what does it mean if someone is superficial? They are shallow, concerned only with outward appearances, and lack genuine depth or intellectual curiosity. Oh. Shallow? No. No, I'm not like that. No. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? No. Do you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? I mean, yeah. Have you Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? No. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? I mean, yeah, kinda. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? I mean, yeah. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Yes. Yes. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? No. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people, even when they do something that bothers you? No. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definite plans for the future? Honestly, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Oh, yeah. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Yes. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No. It's actually the opposite. If someone else is driving and I'm in the car, then I freak out. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Not really, no. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes. Interesting. Okay. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? No. Well, based on the answers you've provided for me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? Wrong. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, no shite. Exactly. Besides, all you humans look alike to me anyhow. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? No. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Sometimes, yeah. I'm going to have to stop you here. Huh? The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. Oh. Okay. Sure. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out. which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art. And let me into that precious heart. For starters, what emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? What word do you feel describes this picture best? What do you think this picture is called? Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? What do you feel describes the picture best? Toxic, demented life, exotic. Kinda like abyss. What do you think this picture is called? Corruption wave? I see. Next, we have this one. Whoa. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Numbness. What word do you feel describes this picture? Mirrored. What do you think the picture is called? Shattered worlds. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Unknown. What do you think this picture is called? Dimension door? Oh, you know what? The rabbit hole. That's peculiar. And how about this one? Ooh. What emotion do you feel is most present? Relaxation. What do you feel describes this picture best? Blazing. What do you think the picture is called? Wow, I'm kind of torn between the abyssal gaze and shrouded misery. Actually, I like the abyssal gaze. I will make note of that. And this here? Oh. Relaxation? Where do you feel describes the picture best? Prismatic? What do you think the picture is called? Mind's eye. I see. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Definitely chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Collide. What do you think this picture is called? Growth seed, Mother Nature's gift, forming earth. We meet again. How about this? Oh wow, I did feel anger. Where do you feel describes the picture best? Fury. What do you think the picture is called? The shattering. That's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? Oh shit. I guess relaxation? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Analyzing. What do you think the picture is called? Ooh, life projector. I will make note of that. Now this one. I actually felt joy. What word do you feel describes the picture best? Warp. What do you think the picture is called? Monolith heart. Interesting. Take a look at this. Relaxation? What word do you feel describes this? Puzzle. What do you think this picture is called? Deciphering. I broke you. Crystal verse. Planar zone. Picasso face. Deciphering. Huh. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in the picture? Joy. Where do you feel describes this picture best? Melting. What do you think the picture is called? I like Planet Cradle. Interesting choice. Let's see here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Ooh, chaos. What word do you feel describes the picture best? Crown. What do you think this picture's called? Sonic Boom. Red Angel, Solar Blade, Broken Seal, Disintegration Chamber. Broken Seal. Alright then. Just a few more. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Beauty. What do you think this picture is called? Formless being. That's surprising. Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present? Hey, Double A, how's it going, bro? Hello, hello. How are you doing? I'll be doing okay. Look, I got better tracking. What's this game? This is the Test Final Revelation. This is the third God dang it. I hate having COPD. Yeah, so this is the third installment, because I already played the two first games, and I got some crazy freaking results. So we're playing the third installment at the moment. So, yeah. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Honestly, depression. What word do you feel describes this picture? Gaseous, chaos, warped, wave, nebula. Actually, nebula. What do you think the picture is called? Vaporous forms, light breaking, soulless space, leaves up close, verdant path. You know what? Very good. Last one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Voice. What do you think this picture is called? The Sound of Silence. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep in your subconscious, they dwell. Yeah, and also this guy is all about rhyming. So, fun, fun, fun! For sure. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. Interesting game. Bro, if you go back and look at the other stream and see the results I got, some of the questions they ask, they are insane. Insane. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. The next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Right. So yeah, the whole thing about this is when you're answering these questions, you do have to answer honestly. So that, you know, you're not just saying, you know, other things. It's like, no, you just have to be completely honest. Let us begin. Okay. Well, give me a second. I want to hydrate real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't even have the screen open. I am so sorry. Hold on. I'm smacking my hand right now. Kibe, pay attention. Hello? How dare you? I know, right? How dare I keep the game from you guys? Okay. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. Okay. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does that make you feel? I feel indifferent. Although, I will say I'm in between this and this. I don't necessarily... here's the thing, I would not regret buying tickets, okay? Because, you know, that's the way life goes sometimes. You know? It's just that happens, you know? And it's their, if they want to keep it all to themselves, that's fine. So, yeah, indifferent. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Let them be happy with their winnings. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yes. I would. Yeah. I see. Here's the thing, though, man. You gotta understand, money can do terrible things to people. Okay? I know that we need money. Like, I know money's essential in life. But... can money bring you a lot of freaking happiness? Yeah. But it sure as heck brings... a frig ton of just... sadness. Okay? You know, sadness, anger, resentment, you know, just so many negativities that could come from that, you know? So, I'm just saying, like, you get, I'm sure you get what my mindset is like. Yeah, like, you know, money gives you the ability to make yourself happy. Right, yeah, it does. So, but also... I mean, you guys get what I'm trying to say here, you know? It's all about how you use it. Yeah, very much so, yeah. Okay. Alright, so this is a little different. Sorry, excuse me. I had to take a moment because my stomach is kind of hurting a little bit. Okay. Now, you're walking through a forest, and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Ooh boy, ooh boy. Alongside the money, there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? I mean... Okay, well, I have to be honest, right? So, honestly, I would be scared. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm trying to think of the scenario here. I found this suitcase, right? It's full of money. But there's a bloody note that says, don't. You know, like... I mean, if I found something like that, I would just take it to, you know, the authorities. That's what I would be doing. Just taking it to the authorities and be like, hey... Or, you know what? No, I wouldn't take it to them. I would call them. Because I don't want to touch it. Who wouldn't get scared of blood? I mean, yeah, it's like, hello, there's a blood-stained note. It's like, what the heck is happening? Doctors, I guess. I mean, I don't know, man. See, so I'm in between this and indifferent because honestly, it's none of my business, but also at the beginning of this, it told me I found it, right? So if I was in this scenario, then, I mean, honestly, I would be scared. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Call the police! Yes, 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 yes. This is what I'm talking about. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. Yes. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? No! No, it would not change my decision at all. Because, again, it's a random suitcase with $1 million in it. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure... here's the thing. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, But Kibe, that's $1 million. It's $1 million in a suitcase. But bro, this is found randomly, okay? What if this is like terrible money, you know? Like, you gotta be reasonable about this stuff, okay? Like, I know it's tempting, but no. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting, thanks. Oh, okay. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. Oh, okay, so we got the devil in the play here. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? I'll be honest, so I'm in between this and this, but also very high on this. Intrigued, I wonder what he's willing to offer me, or angry, I want him out now. Because I don't need any negativity where I'm at. So I'm kind of in between here. Eternal damnation for temporary relief. What a bargain, right? Seriously. Honestly, it's like, why even, like, try to make deals with the devil when you know that, like, it's never going to end right, you know? But I will admit, since I have to be honest, like, I am kind of intrigued on what he's willing to offer me. You know? Yeah, nah, I am intrigued. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. In that second, you can feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offer in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world. You'll never age but can still die from physical injury. You bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. Yeah, 2 is like a game of chance. Yep. I mean, hey, I would never age, but then I would have to be extremely careful with what I do. And bring one person back from the dead. I mean, if I feel lucky about myself... Well, you know, here's the thing, man. As I've mentioned many, many times, I'm a hermit. I only go, you know, like, say if I need to go to work. I go to work and then I come back home. Do my thing. Go to work, come back home. You know, repeat, repeat, repeat. On repeat. So... I'm kind of in between this and this. This right here, I'm just like... There's not anybody I can think of to bring back, really, because... I don't know. I kind of think to myself sometimes that... giving a person a second chance, but isn't that a little unfair? You know? It's a little unfair to only be bringing one person back when really, you know... It's like, there's other, you know, there's, and it could, yeah, and things could be complicated, for sure. But again, it's just, it's not fair to other people who have lost people in their lives. Loved ones, friends, you know, just acquaintances, whatever. You know, it's kind of not fair to them, you know? But here's the thing. Okay, so all the wealth and power in the world, nah, I'm good. That kind of stuff, no. I try to, like, wealth and power, sure, but it's... I'm pretty sure one day I would end it all, because that's not worth it. You'll never age, but can still die from physical injury. And again, I mean... I am kind of on that second one, but also I honestly feel like I'm better than this because, again, I don't want to sell my soul to anything. I want to be a good soul, and I don't know, just I think most of us here, just all of us in general, want to be good people, or at least a decent person, you know? But I will say, you know, you'll never age. Like, if I stayed 37, and with the kind of bot I got, it's like, that's cool and all, but the problem is that, again, like AA was saying, it could be pretty complicated, but it can also, there could be downsides, you know. So, you get this, what happens, like, the next day, you get hit by a car, you know? So, you know what? I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I see. The only reasonable choice. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. Oh, okay. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Wait. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Very incredibly sad. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes. If I found some sort of way, you know, for it to not happen. Yes. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does that make you feel? I feel betrayed. You also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this? Ooh. Threaten to report my boss for fraud. Here's the thing. I wouldn't go threatening to the boss. I would just go to the higher ups and say, hey, like the company, like the CEO guy. You know what I mean? I go to them and be like, hey man, I'm looking, you know, I saw this here and I just wanted to let you know that this is what's going on. So, honestly, out of all of these, I would just quit my job and look for new employment. So, I'm not gonna threaten the boss. That's not the correct thing to do. You go to the CEO, you tell them the problem. And I'm not gonna go and sabotage a new employee. And I'm not gonna say nothing. You win some, you lose some. I mean, just quit. I felt betrayed, so yeah, I'm just gonna quit my job and find new employment. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? Wait, if the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept this position? See, here's the thing. If they tell me that there is somebody else who is a better suit for the position, but they literally would tell me, like, oh, you're gonna get the job, it's fine. It's like, well, but if you had promised this promotion to the other person, then give that promotion to that other person. Deserving seems debatable to me. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving. Well, it is saying if the roles are reversed here. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not wrong. And I do have to be honest, so I mean, yeah, I would still accept the position. I see. Very interesting. Yeah. Alright, you're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. Oh my god. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does it... I mean... So... Okay, first off... The first emotion would be, yes, scared. But then the other is... The first thing is protective. You know what I mean? Like, I would be on the phone, of course, calling 911, saying, hey, there's some guy running around my house, and then checking on the family members and being like, hey, guys, I need you to come with, like, hey, I'm calling the police, you know, all that stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, I'd be scared. But I also would be in, like, protective mode. Wait, I forget. Did it say that I was alone? I can't remember if it said that I was alone or not. But then again, it says I need my family to be okay. Like, I mean, that's honestly the first thing I'm thinking about, is the people in the house, you know? I don't think they said alone. Okay. So, yeah, no, I probably would be in protective mode. And what do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police, grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare yourself, check to see if everyone in the house was safe, run out of the house and go to the neighbors. I would be scared, then in protective mode. Exactly. That's what I was saying before. That yeah, I would be scared, and then I would be in protective mode. So, yes. No, I would lock the doors and call the police. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not a human being, would your answers change at all? No. Because okay, so if you saw if the face saw in the window was a face of a supernatural entity and not a human being, would your answer change? No, it wouldn't, because again, they just said it's a face and they had hands and the person's sitting there in front of a window. No matter what, I'm seeing something there. And it ran off. So, no, that's not going to change my answer. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. Oh, great. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. Great. The illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in state, or would you rather have the plug pulled? Oh my god. Oh my dog. What? Also, no, I want them to pull the plug on me. Just let me go. Just let me go. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Probably spend time with friends and family. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? I mean, it does motivate me, yes. Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years has passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day, he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend, until one morning you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to have been having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy, about your age. But he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog Johnny is this old dog from his childhood, coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after, and you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take John... Freaking... Okay, where's my inhaler? My god. I already took my medicine before. Why am I getting flare-ups? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I keep getting flare-ups for some reason. Even though I took my medicine earlier this morning, before I left. That's a difficult choice. I'll be honest. This would be my answer. I would let him keep my dog. Yeah, because it says like you can keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks. Yeah. No, I would let him keep my dog. It makes him happy. And if my dog's happy, you know. And yeah, he is my neighbor, yeah. So, I mean, no, I would let him keep my dog. Does the story make you sad at all? It does, yes. But, you know, overall, I mean, I know I have to be honest, so yes, it does make me sad, yeah. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life, and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone, and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? See, here's the thing. I've had something similar like that happen to me when I did have something that made me feel less alone. And it was ripped out of my hands. God dang it. I'm so sorry, guys. My lungs are giving me a hard time. And this is not good because we're supposed to be doing karaoke tonight. And I don't like the fact that I keep coughing. It sucks. No worries, Kibe. Well, I am worried because, again, like I said, we normally have karaoke nights, and so a couple of our friends come over and we just, you know, either play games, watch movies, or we do karaoke. So, because we have our own karaoke machine. And I don't like the fact that I keep having trouble with my breathing at the moment. Okay, let me read this again. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone, and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? I mean, I have before. It's like when you have like it could be an object. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pet. It could be like an object, like a plushie, or you know, just anything that brought you comfort and made you feel less lonely. There's so many different things that could help somebody, you know? So I have been in something very similar, but next question. All right. Oh, shit. Damn it. Oh, God. Dang it. God dang it. I hit the wrong freaking button. I didn't get to read. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright, give me a second. Okay, I'm only looking this up so that I can read what I missed. That's all I'm doing. Sorry. Okay, there's no thing on here that I can find that's like shows the dialogue and stuff. I mean, at least I can't find anything. Oh, they're all different. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to try to figure this out, because I accidentally skipped 2 parts of the dialogue, so I'm sorry, guys. I can't look it up because this is technically all randomized, so... Hey, comrade! I see you there. I see you hiding. You were killed by a serial killer. Okay. Well, so what, that was the gist of it? Oh, okay. Alright, so... Here it says, you can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You're bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living, or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? Well, I have to be honest, so I'm gonna choose... Honestly, I would want to haunt the killer. Yeah. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Yes. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? Yes. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? They haunted their killer. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. Oh God, I've turned into Santa Claus. Tim Allen. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says, press play. So you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours. So each day when you sleep, all your recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. This is a movie. This technically is a movie. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. Yeah, it was an Adam Sandler movie, yeah. I think it was 50 First Dates. I think that's what it was called. Is that what it's called? 50 First Dates? Let me see. Let me check. 50 First Dates. Yep. Yeah. It was made in 2004, but yeah, it's the one with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. She plays Lucy, who's the one where she loses her memory every day, and she doesn't remember the next day. Like, it's always on a repeat. I will be honest, I'm kind of for the second option, because even if I did watch the video, I wouldn't even remember it. If I watch it, I mean, it's like, yeah, sure, I'll see it, but then I'm not even gonna remember it, right? Man, that is... God, I don't know. Like, there is a part of me where I'm curious, but also I'm just like... Difficult choice, I would leave it for the next day. What do you mean? Like, are you talking about would you rather watch the video every day? Right? I mean, I guess, you know, watching the video would definitely make you understand certain things, but it's like, again, they just said that you're gonna forget it anyway. But you know what? I mean, I guess... Man. God, I don't know, man. Okay, so I know I have to be honest, I probably would watch the video every day. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years even though they felt like it was for your own good? I don't think so, no. I don't think I'd be upset. Because it's like, I apparently can only remember 24 hours in a day. And that's it. And then my brain resets. It's like, what can I do? If your best friend... Oh. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? No, I honestly would make a video telling them the truth. I will take a note of your answer. You come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. What? From what you can gather through your new discoveries, the story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents, once the trance had worn off, that they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. Two psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult, while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? Interesting. So... honestly, no, I wouldn't resent them because they took care of me. If they were good parents. Yeah, exactly. Like, it does say that they raised me to be, raised me up to be an adult, So... no, I wouldn't resent them. No. Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. I would be grateful that they gave me a second chance. Yes. Would you feel betrayed? Would you feel betrayed by your parents? No. Would you comfort your parents about the articles you found? Oh, confront? I mean, yes, I would. Yeah. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Yes. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now I have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? So, I will be honest. Because, I mean, I have to be honest. This is what came to mind first. But I honestly think as well that telling the colony that there's food there, you know, would help out a lot of people. Yeah, like, I would keep some for myself. But, I mean, I don't know, God. Here's the thing, would I really be that bitter and just keep the bunker to myself? Or keep the bunker and food to myself? And this is supposed to be an apocalyptic world, so it's not just me, there's more people. So, and they're starving too. And they kicked me out to fend for myself. Oh, man. God, honestly, again, I know that my first thought was I would just keep the bunker and food for myself. But it's like other people are starving too. I wish there was like an option where, like, if I said like, yeah, I would keep the bunker and the food for myself, and then maybe would go back to the colony and be like, hey, I brought you some DoorDash. I don't know, man. This is hard. This is so hard because, I mean, everybody in an apocalyptic setting, like, everybody's just trying to survive. No, I would go back and tell the colony. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? Okay. Okay, something different. But I mean, I'm not much of a leader. Not to say that I'm always a follower. I can lead things. It's just I wouldn't know. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion! If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share it with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? No, I'd let them keep what they found. Very interesting. Hey Kibe, I'm here. I do apologize for being late. I had a very bad mental breakdown and, well, it wasn't pretty. I just broke down pretty badly that my friends had to comfort me. I hate crying, so hearing me cry is rare and, well, not the best moments for me. Oh, Tori, I'm sorry you were having a terrible time. I'm sorry. But we're playing, some crazy deep crud over here. My goodness. Playing the third installment of The Test, and surely it is testing me. Very much so. But I hope you're feeling better. Also, if you noticed, got better tracking. I can blink. Like, just got better tracking. Yay! Because I got the iPhone XR on, so yay, better tracking. Hey, Marco, how's it going, bro? Hope you're doing okay, man. Alright. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp and concise. Will you be selfish or conscience of ice? I'm doing okay, just tired and finally got home. Nice. In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. It was mainly on our country and how badly it's affecting me. Found out one of old high school classmates just ended her life today, so it's a very heavy burden. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Tori. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love the most? So, if I abandon the person I love most, okay, or be abandoned by the person I love most. Yeah, I'll be honest. I would probably rather be the abandoned one. Because, yeah, I don't want to hurt people I love. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you? Or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Of course, friends with a stronger bond. What do you... What? Would you rather find 10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find 20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Wait, split... Wait, 20,000? Hold on. I can't do math in my head. Let me see. 20,000 divided by 4. So each one of us would get 5K each. You know what? That's pretty good. Yeah, so split it 4 ways. Yeah, split it. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? What? Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? Also, give me a second. Rather get cheated because I can walk away from the relationship, right? Nah, I'm kind of feeling the same. But give me a second, guys. They're both bad choices. Yep, I know, they are. Don't need to prove anything to anyone, right? Yeah, seriously. Hold on. I'll be right back. I need to go use the bathroom real quick. Oh, whoa. Oh. Almost knocked down my drink. But yeah, I could hear some mews. Yeah, Luna, she followed me to the bathroom and then came back and she was like, hello, hello Papa, will you feed me now? And I'm like, alright, I'll give you something, sure. Supervising you? Yeah, very much so. But yeah, no, I would choose the get cheated on with no evidence to prove, because it's like, so if I get cheated on, then it's like, well, then I'm just gonna go. Like, bye, see you later. Like, I know what you were doing, I don't have any proof of it, but I don't really have to say anything otherwise, because I know what happened, I saw what happened, so, you know. Would you rather get rich through illegal means and be poor but live an honest life? Poor and live an honest life. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? I don't like either of these choices. You're awful, Destiny. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. I wish there was a no button. I wish there was a skip button, because that's ridiculous. Like, no. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Oh my god. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't want to pick any of these at all. But I know I have to choose. What if it was a favorite family member, but really it's not a favorite family member? I mean, I pretend someone in my family is my favorite when in reality they're not. I usually don't say it, but my dog is my best friend and I will go to hell for them. See, this is what I mean. I'm just like... You know what? I'm just gonna choose. And we're gonna continue on. And we're not going to, you know... Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from high-paying job? From a high-paying job? Well, okay, so either I'm getting fired from my high-paying job because either there's a couple of reasons why they want to terminate me, right? But I have the other option of firing friends of mine who work with me from their high-paying job. But the question is like, are my friends doing the job that they're supposed to do? Also, another thing here too is that I know some folks, you know, will make friends with coworkers sometimes, but not all of them, you know? You know, some of them, like some of my coworkers, I consider them to be acquaintances, really, because we don't necessarily hang out. And we don't really talk a lot, so, you know, unless we're messaging about, you know, job stuff. So... I mean, but it would suck to fire friends from a high-paying job. But again, it's just the thought that's rolling in my head is that, what, are they not doing their job correctly? Like, have they, you know, it's like, have they broken too many rules and that's why we're terminating them? Is this making sense to anybody? I mean, God. I'm just gonna answer. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's part? Huh? Huh? Okay, when you mean sleep, are we just saying sleep next to them, or do we mean the other thing? Because this is very vague. First of all, this right here, heck to the no. Because I do not like my step-sibling. Because I don't want to get into it, but short end of the story here is that he did something awful to me, and I still can remember it to this day, so it is trauma for me. So honestly, I'm, you know, yeah, no, you're right. The second option might be better depending upon the context, yeah. But hell no to this first one. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die? Or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? Yeah, this is a trolley problem. Yep. Yep. This is a trolley problem. Would depend on the friend. Yeah, well, I mean, it says, would you rather save your best friend from certain death? But again, there's no context. I mean, unless you come up with scenarios in your head. Like, I wonder... Might also depend on the context, but first is, but first is the choice. Yeah. Well, I have to be honest, right? So 1,000 strangers against my best friend. So 1,000 people would die. And my friend would survive. But but 1,000 people will survive, but my friend will die. This is tough. I mean, honestly, okay, when I first saw this, the first thing that did come to mind was to save my friend and let the people die, but I'm just like, that's 1,000 people. It's a lot of people. And then there's my friend. You know what? I'm just gonna make a choice. And you guys can judge me all you want. It's fine. But it's just my choice. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? I mean, I don't know how I could. Like, what can I do? Well, send food. Duh. Which, funny enough, not funny, but my, Mama Fox, the music is making me feel paranoid. Oh. But I was gonna say, my mom actually does this. She sends, money to help with, feeding, you know, some countries that are, you know, a lot of kids are starving and stuff like that. So, yeah. Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat? Or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy, but have to destroy the money immediately after? Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Steal food for the rest of my life. Here's the thing. If I'm stealing food, the food doesn't necessarily just have to be for me. It could be for other folks who need food. You know? Like, I could be taking food, but I'm giving my food away to, like, everybody else. But then the other one is steal money from the wealthy and destroy it all. Like, that's literally, like, the Dark Knight stuff. You know? Heath Ledger, like, you know, he had all that pile of money, and then he just took a lighter and was like, whoop! Burn it all. Burned half of it, yep. Nah, but like I said, I mean, and you know why he was doing that. He was trying to make a point, you know, which he's not wrong. So you know what? I'm gonna go with this. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? You know what? Here's the thing. I probably would serve, because there was a time that I thought about going into the military. When I was a lot younger, at least in high school, I was thinking about it. Joining the military, because part of my family is military. But, I mean, my mom never went to the military. My dad was never in the military. It's more like my grandpa was in the military. So, I honestly would serve the 4 years in the military during wartime. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit, or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? 10 miles per hour. Okay, like, are you trying to figure out, like, if I have a lead foot? Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to find out, like, if I had a lead foot or not? So always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit, or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. I mean, would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Oh. I mean, I don't want that. If that is something that I have to do every day to stay alive, I mean, I don't know, that sounds kind of miserable to me. I'm just saying. Like, it's not like I want to do it every single freaking day. No, it's like if I'm in the mood. I mean, jeez. Nah, I'm fine with never having it again. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years, but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? No. So, definitely, probably not the second one. No. It's one, I don't like alcohol, and I know that and here's the thing, I know that there's hardcore drugs out there. I know that. But I mean, I guess, in a way, being an alcoholic for the rest of your life, the thing is, it's like, these are two things that are gonna kill you eventually in your life. Anyway. So, it's more or less, which one is more evil? And honestly, this one is actually more the evil one. But so this one can be too, though, as well. Yeah, no, the effects of hardcore drugs is really bad. And there is always the possibility, like, it says for 10 years, but what if within those 10 years, you're gone? You know? So, probably would do this, but... Ugh. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you? Or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? This is so crazy, because this very much is reminiscent of, like, Castor's story in Honkai Star Rail. Like, how she has to watch her friends perish in front of her when she can't, because she's, you know, 200 is a bit long, but okay-ish, I think. Yeah, very true, very true. Would I want to outlive my friends and family? I mean, manageable. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. You know what? I mean, we're all about honesty here, so... Would you rather sacrifice all of your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? Oh. Oh. Oh, I was gonna say, I think the sound alerts are working again, so, you know, you can use them. And I did add a couple, I added the pipes, which is, it's pretty funny. Yeah, honestly, I am leaning towards the friends. Because you only get, well, I mean, not to say that you only get one parent. I mean, you get one biological parent that had brought you into this world. But I know that there's some people out there who either get adopted, you know, or adopt somebody and call them a mom or father figure, you know. And friends, like, you know, friends are friends. And if you have a close-knit friend, a close-knit of friends together, it's like, you know, but again, you only get so much with your parents. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me? What? 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 Luna, I don't know what you want. Come here. Come here, you. Got her in my lap now. Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, would you rather sacrifice all your friends to order to survive? Or would you sacrifice both your parents? What would you do, Luna? Hmm? What would you do? Hmm? Would you rather get acknowledged for would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? Get acknowledged for work I didn't do, or work hard for the rest of my life but not receive any praise for it. Here's the thing. Sounds like a group project. Yeah. Here's the thing, like, I want to work hard and do what I can, and even the job that I work at currently, I don't necessarily get much praise, you know, because I just work at a small shop. I don't necessarily get praised a lot, and I don't think there was any other time that I've been praised working a job, or any particular job, really. So, yeah, like, I'm fine. I don't need the praise. It's okay. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? Oh my god. This was in the last test with Fate, and he asked us before if we've ever punched a nun before. And of course we had to say no, because it's like, no, I've never punched a nun before. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to punch a nun, but I would rather I'd rather get punched by a nun. How hard can a nun hit? Bro, you'd probably be surprised. You never know. You never know. But also, like, kinky. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year? Ooh. Ooh. Well... Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing, because honestly, memories are more, you know, better than just money. I know money's essential in life, but memories are a thing that you want to keep, you know? So, yeah, I'll just lose all my money. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? Yeah, money can be earned again, but memory is more precious. Yeah, exactly. Try to win 20 on a coin flip or keep a guaranteed $10. I don't know. I honestly would try to win for the 20. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? Ooh. God, honestly, I'm curious about both, but so I'd rather know how I'll die, or I'd rather know when I'll die. Honestly, I'm more curious about how I die. You know? But that's just me. I mean, Luna, be careful up there. Alright? If you're gonna lay up on my PC, it's fine, but just be careful with the stuff, okay? Okay. She climbed up on my PC. Honestly, I would want to know how I'll die. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? Whoa. Wait. So, I would be blind, but I can see crystal clear underwater? That's a weird question. Well, here's the thing. Okay. Picture this. Get some good goggles. And some goggles that can suction onto your face, right? Fill the goggles with water. So, if they're talking underwater, maybe it's the ocean water, I don't know, whatever. That kind of stuff, you put it inside the goggles, right? Fill them up. Fill them all the way up to the brim. And then just wear them. So does that mean, like, they could just do that, you know? So, yeah. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? Oh, dude. Oh. Oh. Here's the thing, though. That would be really, really fun to be able to travel for free, to go to so many different places. But I would have to give up the internet. Or have the best internet and never leave home. That's the thing, though. It's like, I do like the internet, and I know it's essential, but I could travel anywhere for free. And I could discover just new places, but there is also the possibility that maybe if I travel somewhere, I might get lost and forgotten. And there's always a possibility because accidents can happen. Man. But not leaving a house seems bad. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, the problem with this is that if you have the best internet but you never leave home, it's like, so does that mean you're just stuck at home and you're ordering DoorDash most of the time? Here's the thing, if you never leave, where are you getting money? Are you just pulling money out of your ass? You know? Or are you working from home? Seems like looking at things you can't get. Right. I mean, I know the internet can show us so many things. But the whole never leave home, it's just kind of like... I mean, you have to go touch grass. You have to at least touch grass, go outside, you know, take a walk, you know, or something. You can't just stay in home the entire time. I mean, I know there's some people out there that do. It's just, it's not necessarily healthy. But you know what, like I said, I'm the one choosing here, so I'm choosing this. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch-black snake-infested corridor? Ooh. Actually, I would walk barefoot across hot coals. Because, here's the thing. Walk through snakes, right? Snakes are, you know, they get alerted, and here's the thing, if you have a calm demeanor, you know, obviously, you know, the snakes won't bother you, but it's like they can get bothered, you know? So, and that's just the instincts of the snakes. It's like, if they get touched, or they feel threatened, they're gonna strike, you know? Or they're gonna do something where they're gonna warn you, at least at first, tell you, hey man, back off, you know? But doing barefoot across hot coals, manageable. Like AA says, manageable. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death, or the executioner in charge of killing them? Ooh. 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 Interesting. So would I rather be a judge or an executioner? And I have to answer honestly. You know what? I will be honest. My first thought was the second one. I'd rather be the executioner. Being a judge can be hard. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking, I was kind of thinking that because, again, like, yeah, no, yeah, I'd rather be the executioner. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? So, have bad luck. So, always have bad luck. Or be haunted by a demon who has an intent to possess me. But here's the thing, what if I don't believe in hexes? Although, yeah, that was another thing. Can the demon be exorcised? That's a possibility. Also, honestly, when I read this, I was like, I would like to see this demon try. I honestly would like to, you know, like, you know what? A challenge. Challenge accepted. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? What? First of all, I want to be married. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive? Or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? What? What a freaking double whammy here. Like, so, married to someone who's not attracted to me, or married to someone who I'm not attracted to. Love is the most important factor. Yeah, exactly. It's like, huh? Then there's no love here. Would rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive. But that's the whole point. Like, I want to be married to somebody I am attracted to, but what? I'm trying to think of, like, which is the lesser evil here. But the thing is, attractive means a lot of different things, right? Let me like look up the definition real quick. Attractive. Give me the definition, please. Okay. So attractive, it's an adjective. Pleasing or appealing to the senses of a person, appealing to look at. An attractive, charismatic man. Of a thing, having beneficial qualities or features that induce someone to accept what is being offered. Wow, this is such a weird question. Like, I don't even know how to answer this, to be honest. Hey, I'm back. Welcome back, Henry. I'm in a bit of a dilemma because both of these answers are terrible. Because there's no benefits here. At all. It's like, you want to be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive. It's like, I mean, I don't want to be with somebody who's not attracted to me, right? But it says be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly... You know what? I think this one is probably the lesser evil here. Because I honestly don't want to be married to somebody who doesn't even find me attractive at all. But... I just think this one's like the lesser evil, is it not? Married to someone I'm not attracted to? Or if I married someone who's not attracted... Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on a sec. Hold on. So, wait. If I marry someone who's incredibly beautiful, however, who doesn't find me attractive... then I can just divorce them, right? Like if we have problems, like then I could just divorce them. The other one is be married to someone who I'm not attracted to, but they find me attractive, but I'm not attracted to them. I mean, honestly, it goes both ways because it's like... This is a double-edged sword. Man, God, I don't know. Because both of these are not fair. Because then the question stands, why did you marry, then? You marry the person, but they don't even find you attractive. Doom relationship from the start. Exactly. Both sides. But I don't know which one is the lesser evil here. I mean, I know it could be same for both. Like, married to someone who's not attracted to you. You could divorce them. But married to someone I'm not attracted to, but they're attracted to me. Incredibly. You know what? Here's the thing, though. I think married to the person that I'm not attracted to... The thing is, if I'm just not attracted to maybe perhaps certain things about that person, maybe we can work something out. You know? Something like that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm talking about? I hope it's making sense, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, what is this? This is insane! You know what? Yeah. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Bad time to mention, but I'm thinking of making a horror game. Excuse me? Excuse me? Really? I'm curious. You have me curious. You want to make a horror game? Oh? Ooh, you gotta tell us more, Henry. Hubs, I'm curious. Hold on. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love doing? So, I've been thinking about it. What engine are you gonna use? Okay. You're thinking about it. Okay. Did you already have his story put together? You know? Some sort of story? Also, see, here's the thing. Honestly speaking, I would stay with my high-paying job, because I know I will hate it. But I mean... That's why I need... Oh, that's why I need help. Maybe I can help. Please. Oh, well, there you go, Henry. You're getting help. But I would stay at my high-paying job. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? So walk 1 mile home naked, or walk 100 miles home fully clothed. See, here's the thing. I mean, I could walk 100 miles. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. It's the beat of man who walked 1,000 miles before. Now that you're told. Yeah, no, you're right. Like, it would be a good, it would be healthy, for sure. Yeah. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket, or have to grab 100 out of a public toilet? Take 100 out of a public toilet? Well, I mean, it's not to say that you can't, I mean, it's not that you can't, like, take it out of the public toilet and, you know, just clean it. You can. You know paper money is pretty strong, right? I mean, honestly... I mean... But still might depend. Yeah, true. I'll just... $5 in the pocket. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books, but never watch a movie again? Or have 100 of your favorite movies, but never read a book again? So, like, I read some books, but not a lot of books. I watch more movies than I do, so I probably would give up books for 100 movies. Not to say that I don't like reading. I mean, I do like books. I just don't necessarily read a lot. So, yeah, I would give up the books. What about user manuals? They are books, right? Yeah, user manuals, yep. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early to everything? I'd be 2 hours early to everything. Whether it's my job, or some other events, or something like that, I like to be very early. Would you rather find a dead body, or be a witness to a deadly assault? See, if I found a dead body, then of course the first thing that's going to happen is 911, what's your emergency? But witnessing a deadly assault? I mean, I would be doing the same thing. I'd be calling 911 immediately. But would I rather? Which is finding a dead body or witnessing a deadly assault? Well, I mean, finding a dead body, you know, reporting it, and then more or less that would help the police with identifying the person, the person, and or the Jane Doe, or the, you know, or John Doe. or non-binary Joe. And, you know, especially, like, what if, you know, this dead body that I find is like, someone that, you know, that people have been searching for. Something like that, you know? But, witness a deadly assault? I'm gonna take the top. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? See, here's the thing. If I change the past, then it's gonna change a lot of stuff. And then my future would look way, way different. I mean, I'll be honest, I mean, there are some things that I would have liked to change in my past, but... I mean... I'd rather look into the future. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? One great friend. Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose one day off your life every time you kiss someone? Wait, what? Wait, so I would lose one day off my life every time I kissed someone. I mean, now here's the thing. Kissed someone. That's very vague, because it's like, what kind of kiss we talking about? Are we talking about, like, in relationship-wise? We talking, like, you know, some friends, they, you know, they'd like to do the, you know, or just get new teeth. That's what I mean. I mean, I could get just brand set of chompers, you know? I don't want to lose one day off my life every time I've kissed somebody. Because each kiss, like, what if I gave a kiss to my grandma's cheek, you know? I honestly would rather lose all my teeth. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy with the lottery? Oh. I'd rather win the lottery and lose my ticket. I'd rather see my worst enemy win the lottery. I honestly really don't have any enemies. And I don't have worst enemies either. The first one out of spite. Honestly, that's what I was thinking too, because they are both bad. Yeah. No, they are. They are very, very bad. See, yeah, that's the thing. I don't honestly, you know, have any enemies whatsoever, you know? So I don't really have any worst enemies at all. You know what? I'm gonna go with the second option. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? Here's the thing. I don't really have a dream job. Well, I mean, I think I've already mentioned before that the one dream job that I would like to do is voice acting. Like, that's a dream job. And here's the thing, I already technically have someone in my life, so, you know. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I do have a man in IRL. And I'm a man too, but I mean, like I said, I don't talk about it too much because of how 2025 is right now, you know? You know what I mean? It's like, it's a topic that I try not to really discuss too much because it's, you know, I more or less, you know, don't say too much because it's just scary to even try to say those kind of things. True love is rare. It is, yes, but what I'm saying is that, you know, I have somebody in my life. We've been together for 13 years. So, and it's been going strong. I mean, I already have the person. Yeah, no, the second option is better for me because I would love to have my dream job of being a VA. Like, I would love that, you know? Happy for you? Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I mentioned that in the last stream. I just hope that, Melly and Hubs are okay with that, you know. But yeah, no, I'd rather have my dream job. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Honestly, I wish I could find someone. You will. You will, AA. You will. Trust me. You will. Actually, hold on. But I'm too lazy to go out. You know what? That's not just you, man. That's everybody else. You know? Hold on a sec. Honestly... Okay, so I'm looking back on, like, the Adam Sandler movie where he has, like, the remote that makes him go forward, back, and all that sort of stuff. So, a pause button. So, basically, pause. Like, you just pause, take a moment. Or, rewind button. Because one thing I can think of for at least a rewind button is, say you're in a situation and then it's like you are, what do you call it? Like you mess something up, but then you decide, okay, let me take this button here and rewind myself, or rewind what I was doing, and then try again. That's what I'm kind of thinking in my head. Sure, why not? Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Oh my god. Drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water. Ooh. Oh. Ew. Ooh. Here's the thing, I do have a fear of drowning, but I'm pretty sure the drowning probably would end me faster. Because being boiled to death in water, that's gonna take some time. That's slow. So, I think, yeah, I'd probably just... Yeah, nah, I think I would just drown to death in the gasoline. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? Oh, no, I want to make a new friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? Yeah, I'm kind of doing the first option because I do love my family. Except maybe for the other one side of the family, but I do love my family. So, no, I'm not gonna sacrifice my family. Are you kidding me? Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do? Or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? Wait, what? Wait, would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do? Or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? Oh, so like... I guess everyone hears about something and they're hurt, but they'll never find out that it was you that caused it? I'd rather hurt everyone I love without being blamed. What? Wait, so I'd rather be hated for something I didn't do. I'd rather hurt everyone I love without being blamed. I mean, I guess, in a sense... See, here's the thing. There was a time that I was kind of, people did not like me for something particularly that, again, I had already stated that I did not do. And of course I found out later that it was true. That I didn't do that, you know? Might depend on how hurt. Yeah. Like, Here's the thing. The first one, I have that kind of going on still sometimes. So you know what? I'd rather be hated for something I didn't do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Well, I did go to medical school, and I've learned a lot about these. Yeah, so no to this one. I'd rather sleep with my worst enemy. And here's the thing, I don't judge anybody who possibly, you know, might have one of these STDs. I'm sorry that you have it, and I'm sorry that you had to live with that. So, that sucks. You know? Okay. Would you rather only eat food you don't like, or give up all liquids except for water? So, here's the thing. I already have a problem with eating anyway. And some of the food I eat, it's like, not to say that I don't dislike the food, it's just more or less my brain signals always tell my brain, or keeps sending signals to me saying, hey, you've had enough food, stop eating, you're good. And I'm like, no, I need to keep eating. I've only had one bite of food, that's it. But giving up all liquids except for water, I mean, water is good for you, but the problem is you can't drink too much of it, because you can get water poisoning. You know what? Yeah, I'd rather give up all liquids except for water, because, I mean, water's essential. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume, or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? I mean, I listen to music at max volume, so... Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? I mean, I don't really... Okay, I don't really have a hero, though. Yeah, like... I don't necessarily have a hero, so, I mean... Yeah, no, I would never meet my hero then, like... Oh my god. What is up? Where's my inhaler? Oh, what is up with my coughing today? Yeah. Okay. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, or never have friends for the rest of your life? Oh my... Okay. Pets against friends, huh? Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, chap. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Friends live longer than pets do. I'd rather give up pets. That would be RIP social life. Yep, it would be. My friends actually help me to live, and humans are social animals. Very true, very true. But also, I mean, I get it that there are some people, like... I don't even know what I was trying to think about, because then just had a brain fart. don't know why I'm having a really hard time breathing. I mean, I don't want to say it, but like, I probably would never have a pet for the rest of my life, but I do love animals, though. Man. Here's the thing, though. I have to be super honest, remember? And I have to be honest with you guys. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? Wow. Here's the thing. I already live in excruciating pain because I do have nerve damage in my left leg, so I'm always in pain. So I could live with it. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not yet done. For we have made it through many categories, except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heart beat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn all of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have. The last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. All right. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Let's see. I mean, I don't feel insane. I don't feel destructive. Morbid might be. Volatile? I don't think so. But wait, what does the last word mean? Hold on, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm... Someone who acts quickly and without thinking, often impulsively. Oh. Nah, I think I'm feeling more morbid. Choose one of the words that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Inquisitive. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Do I ever lie to those who are closest to me? No. Have you ever hurt someone whom you didn't deserve it? And what? Why? Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? In what way? Maybe by mistake. That's the thing, I'm trying to think if I have ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it. That's what I mean. I'm just like, I don't think I have. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. My stepfather did, though. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? No. Have you ever had a romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Yes, it did happen once. Yes. I did admit in my last stream that I've had cheated once. So yes. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? No. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. Well... See, the one thing that's in my mind is about my aunt. She went through stage 4 stomach cancer, right? And so she was basically... They could not do anything for her. You know? And I wish that she could have had a peaceful death. But, I mean, have I ever wished for the death? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? No! No! I don't want to do that! No! Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes. That's a death note. Exactly. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yes. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yes. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? Yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision-making too much? Wait, do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision-making too much? No, no. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? Yes. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? No. Well, actually, yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who... for those who need you most? I mean, no? Wait, do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? I mean, the first person that you think about is yourself. But I mean, like, not to say that I wouldn't want to help anybody else out, so I'm not gonna prioritize... I will... It depends, again, on the circumstance. But no, I mean, I won't prioritize. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Sometimes, yes. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? No. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Yeah. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? No. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Wait, have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No, I'm pretty sure we all just like each other equally. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Well, I mean, I have to be honest, yes. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? No, I more or less am honest. I just tell them up front that, hey man, I just don't want to go. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? No. Because I already have a tight-knit group of friends and my family, so no. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? No. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? Yes. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? No. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? No. I always have to see a doc, you know. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Yes. No. Wait. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Actually, yes, I have. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have, rather than being grateful for what you do have. No. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? No. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? Yes. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. You've got to start taking life a bit more seriously. I hate to start this off so gloomily, but you need a swift kick in the ass. I'm just being real and honest with you right now. You've got so much potential and you're not taking advantage of it. You can blame others around you, you can blame your circumstances, you can blame yourself, but no matter what, none of that matters at this point. You need to get going, and you need to get the ball rolling. Do you even realize that you could accomplish everything you've ever dreamed of? Do you even realize just how incredibly talented you are? You don't, do you? You don't even understand how much potential you hold within. You need to pull your head out of your ass and get your shit together, because the world needs you more than you could even imagine. You're going to do amazing things in life, but only if you decide to. I know this wasn't what you were expecting, and maybe it isn't even what you wanted to hear, but enough time has been squandered. Seriously, you are an impressive specimen. You could do incredible things, and not just one or two. You could do a lot of amazing stuff if you really put your mind to it. It's absolutely imperative, however, that you stop looking for reasons not to get things done, and you turn your brain off for a while. Stop thinking, just do it. Stop dreaming, just act. Get started immediately. Stop taking breaks, stop procrastinating, because here's the biggest truth. Your time is ticking away. You can still have everything you've ever wanted, but your chances are further limited as the sands of the hourglass falls. Get going. Your secret word is chaos. Remember this word. This will come in handy. That's literally the same answer I got from the very first game. Oh, so if you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember, we did not ask you your secret words prior to taking this test. So that should be very telling. It means something very special. If your results was the same as something you've got previously, we'd like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret word in the comments. Twin words? Wait, where's my phone? Hold on, let me write down the words that I had before, because I know in the first game, excuse me, sorry. Because I know in the first game, I got the word chaos, and in the second game, I got the word trust. Where's my notes? Twin words, it said. So my first word was chaos, and then the second was trust, and now twin words. Okay. Okay, so if you received an entirely new outcome, then that means you've got multiple layers of things to work on in your journey, or you may just have an extra layer of depth to your personality, but only you will know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions, you found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. Wow. True. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time. And any one of us can fall in the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you have to feel alone in your own fight. But look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed, and I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. And every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a dark time for so many people. And those people have you to thank for it. There's so many people in the world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so that the world knows of your good deeds in spreading the word and participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who has left a comment on our titles and continues to do so on the future titles will be put in the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item or a piece of the lore or a character name after them, and much more. You've contributed your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure you're commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and decisions we make and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it. You helped make it what it is. And we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles, all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those who participated across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. I'm reading fast for myself, but I mean you guys can read, and sorry, I'm just man. it's a good message at the end. Yeah. This is an even better one. Oh, so this is the message, yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but I can hear that got heartbreakingly, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't feel sad, I feel more blessed, because it's like, if this has helped a lot of people, then that's fantastic, you know? And it's cool that I can do that. Like, I can help others, you know? Let's make it a happy stay for everyone. Yeah, I agree. Let's make it a happy stay for everyone. We also like to give a very special shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us through our other titles. Oh, that's right, yeah, because Markiplier, like I said before, Markiplier did play both the test games, but I don't know if he played every single one of them. It's just his community, like, you know, Markiplier, he has a huge community, right? And whenever he played it, it definitely, you know, made the game grow. As a side note to anyone and everyone who has taken the time to be here, we have also developed a game titled The Testing Chamber, which can be considered connected to the Test Trilogy in a very special way, so feel free to check that out, as we think it's quite a unique experience. Thank you for the headbats. If you enjoyed the Test Trilogy had to offer, then we truly believe that you'll love the play style of the Testing Chamber, as it takes everything that its predecessors offered and amplifies the experience to an unprecedented degree. We genuinely hope you give the Testing Chamber a chance, as we've spent countless hours of passionate development making it what it is, and we hope after playing it that it means as much to you as it does to us. We also recently finished the 7th installment in the entire test series, the Test Reality Check, which is now available on Steam. I have that one. I literally got all of them. Hydrate and stretch. Okay. Oof. I am now getting ads for a helpline? The heck? It's a standalone experience, you can jump right into it immediately without having played the rest of the titles. Nice. How are you still getting ads? Yeah, right. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Because right now, like, my thing is telling me it's not running any ads. In the meantime, we would like to recommend our title, The Advisor, to you. We feel that it provides a great opportunity for player/developer interaction and allows players to cast their vote on where the story should head. Oh, okay. Choice matter style game that's been done before, as you, the player, are the responsible for who the story is written for the future. Oh, okay. Thank you for listening to us pour our hearts out about our passion projects. We put a lot of time and effort into what we build, and we just want the same thing that everyone else wants in life, a chance. With that being said, keep a hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them for when you're chasing demons. Oh. I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from blackened rose. loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choose. Oh, so let her choice take its toll. And in her cell, may she rot. Oh. I've returned! Welcome back, Taza. We just got done with the game. It is done. It is officially done. And yeah, welcome back, Taza. We just got done with the game. Holy crap. That was insane. Let's see. Hold on. I really love the message at the end. It's got me a bit motivated somehow. Yeah, like, this definitely has me motivated too. We've made a list of names of those who have supported our projects along the way. Oh, yeah, no. We're not gonna go through it. It's, like, super long, so. But okay.